Copy, sir. 1800, and our pilot boarding time is it still 1730 on our shore side? Over.
Yes, sir. Approximately, the pilot will come from the shore side approximately 20 minutes, half an hour before.
Copy, sir. Thank you so much. Standing by 1216.
Independent future, VTS. Independent future, VTS. Yes, sir. You have permission to depart. SCT 34. Still no immediate traffic. The Liberty of the Seas 101 due away shortly. They're at Western Shelf for 35. Red Osprey VTS all received, thank you. Underway shortly from 101, the Liberty of the Seas, SCT 34, the Independent Future.
Ahoy, shipmates! Only one departure today. Very odd this time of year, just having one departure. I don't quite know why. It's the way the timetable goes, I guess. Let's have a quick look at the weather. So we have... Oh, it's pretty gusty out there. Gusting to somewhere around 18 knots. West-northwest wind. 19.6 centigrade. It does feel quite warm out there. 81% humidity. Yes, it does feel good.
BTS, 1 launch Joker.
That's all we've got to say.
1 launch Joker, BTS. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. The Joker and more launch Alexia just leaving 25, out to 35 for the inbound carboat.
That's all received, thank you. That is the Talisman conducting her swing shortly south of Dockhead to back up to 35 berth. Thank you.
That's super, thank you very much.
There you go. There was the radio there from VTS saying what was going on. That's the Wilhelmsen. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. Talisman. She's just arriving. You can see got some tug action going on there. It's a bit wobbly on Netley Cam for some reason. You can see the tug spinning around. They'll reverse her up the river Itchin, and then she'll start unloading her delivery of vehicles from somewhere. Well, she's coming from Belgium. Maybe some German cars, perhaps. Picking up some Range Rovers to take back. I don't know. Or picking up some heavy agricultural machinery. We've already had numbers for Liberty. We can't quite see Liberty this season. Bits of her are sticking out from behind the building there. But we have had numbers. I ran a little poll earlier. I asked the shipmates, have a little guess how many you would think they'll be on board. Between less than 3,500, 7% of the votes. More than 4,000, 21% of the votes. Between 3,500 and 3,750, 29% of the votes, and between 3,750 and 4,000, 43% of the votes, where in fact she has 4,334 passengers on board. So that's quite considerably more. That's about 100 short of double of maximum occupancy, according to my figures here. And a complement of 1,466 crew, which is 106 more than I have for a crew complement. Let me just check my figures. Yes, 106 more than the full crew complement figure. I'm actually going off some Royal Caribbean information here. Little fact sheet from Royal Caribbean. I might refer to that a little bit later. I don't think it's got anything particularly revelationary on there. I'll have a quick look at it. No, it's very much just standard information, though one would hope that it is reliable and accurate as it comes from Royal Caribbean itself. So it's just the one departure today. That's a bit wibbly, isn't it? Let's see if we can get a better view on Itching Cam. Yes, one reason that every now and again Netley really suffers with the wobbles. It's to do with the direction of the wind. If it's coming up Southampton water, doesn't seem to be too bad, but it's coming across it. It seems to upset it rather. That's better, isn't it? Got a better view on Itching Cam. The old tugs doing their job there. I see one of our shipmates is going to be working on tugs in Southampton later. Working on the Spitzer Bargate. I'll have to see if he can get me a little tour on board. The Liberty of the Seas has called in, and the pilot said they were singling up. They will be ready to go at 5 o'clock, 1700 on the dot. That was the information from the pilots, so I'm hoping to see them move shortly. I'll move back to Liberty when we see her moving. At the moment, she's still at the dock side. We actually have two cruise ships in port at the moment. The other one is the Oceania Marina, one of the luxury ships, but she's not due away until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it has raised the idea of whether or not I might do a morning live stream tomorrow. Would involve the captain getting up early, but we do have quite a few arrivals. And if the weather's decent, which, let's have a quick look. Oh, actually it is. It keeps going up and down, the weather for tomorrow, but actually looking okay. So a 7 o'clock departure from Marina might be quite good, as we will have a Ventura arriving at 5:15, Iona at 6:15, and Sky Princess at 6:30. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get up at 5:15. I might do. I don't know. Depends if you shipmates want to see me up at 5:15. It's not often I do a morning broadcast, but it's quite. You do get some lovely pictures in the morning. I might have to ask. Shipmate Swifty, see if he's manning the cameras that time in the morning. Well, obviously I've been neglecting the chat again. Ahoy there, shipmates in the chat. So I was having a bit of a chat earlier. I was busy setting up. To be honest, I was researching some new technology. Ahoy there, shipmate Spike, and ahoy there, shipmate Daniel's Life. He's our friendly tug operator. Ahoy there, UK Cool Pete. And ahoy there, Deborah Speller. Oh, and ahoy there, Simon Bolton. I think Simon Bolton enjoyed my video of the behind-the-scenes tours of the Red Falcon. If you haven't seen that yet, it will be coming shortly to the general public. It's for members only at the moment. The members get to see it first, and I shall put it live. I shall put it live when I've got nothing going on. But I think Liberty's on the move. You can see they're taking down the.
Red Falcon BTS, good afternoon. Yes, you have permission to depart Royal Pier for Council traffic for you. The large vehicle carrier Talisman swing now completes out of dockhead up 435 berth and local ferries.
Thank you.
Yep, Liberty is on the move. So yes, I'll have to think about tomorrow's live stream. That will be 3... No, hang on. 2, right? Well, hang on. Let's work my numbers out. That's going to be Ventura, Ione and Sky Princess arriving and Marina departing. I'll see how energetic I feel. On the left-hand side of your screen there, there's a container ship that's also leaving at 5 o'clock as well. So the container ship was talking to VTS to make sure that they were going to be able to leave and not to catch up with anyone. But yeah, Liberty's on the move. I have some other facts and figures from Liberty. In case you're interested, I know you are. 15 decks in total on Liberty of the Seas. 14 are guest decks. She has 1,899 staterooms. So we've...
BTS Red Jet 6 Northwest net lane. Permission to carry on with speed, please.
Red Jet 6, BTS, yes please, with caution.
Thank you.
So with 4,300 odd passengers on board, she must be a bit more double occupancy in some of the cabins. 154,000 gross tons. This definitely puts her into the large ship category. 339 metres long. That's a pretty good length. Right up there with some of the long ones. And she was built at a shipyard which I am not going to be able to pronounce the name of in Finland. Kavernamassa Yard. Give that a go. Maiden voyage was in May of 2007. And her godmother is Donna Madley. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. This cruise today is just a 2-night cruise to Le Havre in France. Let's hope they're not on strike in France. Otherwise it'll be bombing around at sea for a bit. So basically you go across the channel, you arrive in France for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Spend all day. Actually, you get quite a long time in France. Doesn't depart until 9 o'clock at night. So you can have a good old wander around Le Havre. Which is... It's actually quite a pretty little city. And then she's back to the port of Southampton on Sunday. So I suppose this is an ideal cruise. You could probably sneak away with the children, couldn't you? If you could sneak the children out of school early enough. Oh, I can see quite a few shipmates on the bow there. She's got a number of specialty restaurants on board, I've just noticing. So she's got the complimentary dining is the Cafe Promenade, Sorrento's, Windjammer and main dining room. The specialty restaurants, which I presume you have to pay for, maybe Paul can enlighten us in the chat. The specialty restaurants are Chef's Table, Giovanni's Table, Sable Takiri, Chops Grill, Johnny Rockets. Oh, so it's Sable Takiri and Tequila Bar. I missed that. So it's a poorly laid out document. Definitely a few shipmates on the bow, isn't it? Look at that. I think we had the discussion last time whether or not you have to pay. It's a different class to get on the bow, but I think everyone can get onto the bow. I just realised I'm completely neglecting the cat and the chat. We have got a shipmate on board who said they've got a flag flying and some large foam hands. I should look forward to seeing those. Oh, she's nipping out at a fair rate of knots now, isn't she? Now, Paul was telling me from Solent Ships Voyages, telling me that this cruise is completely sold out. There was no space on board. He had a customer who wanted to go on this cruise, but alas, he could not book any. And that's all cabins. Newly Painted is the name of the ship in big letters on the front there. And that's the Seaworks exhibition there that's being taken away. That'll be gone shortly. I'm not sure. Wonder what's next in Mayflower Park. There is something going on in Mayflower Park, a Chinese circus, an exhibition, or a pop festival. Yes, Paul from Southampton Voyage. Yes, he says extra charge for specialty restaurants. I thought there might be. Yeah, I think she just had a refit, if my memory serves me correctly. Or, no, hang on. Yes, she's just had a refit, but I've just remembered they don't call them refits on the Royal Caribbean. They call them amplifications. But it is a decent weather for a sail away. We've had some very poor weather recently. I'm looking at the forecast. It's looking much better next week. Low 20s, sunny, cloudy. I'm going to try and film some of the extra shots of my pub crawl boat video. It's turning out to be a rather big one, so I hope you'll enjoy it. But it'll take me a little while to do the extra shots and the animated map and so on. I'm doing things and I don't know what I'm doing. Always the way. If you fancy going on Liberty of the Seas, I can't say I'd recommend a 2-night cruise. Oh, hello. Someone's very pleased themselves. Yes, can't say I'd recommend a 2-night cruise. You tend to get a lot of stag do's, hen parties, people going away for a weekend. There's only 2 nights on board. In fact, if you're lucky, you don't need to take any time off work. You could probably maybe just take 1 day. You can just sneak out early from the office or work from home. So as a consequence, from what I've been told, they tend to be quite party-like when they're just a short one. So if you've never experienced a cruise, probably not the best one to go on a 2-day one. Perhaps something like a 5-night one might be slightly better. A few more destinations. Really get the feel of cruising, but don't tie yourself up for weeks on end. This one is for later this year. In fact, later this month. 5 nights on board, Hamburg and Bruges. That starts from £885 per person for an interior, £11.97 for a balcony. Shipmate Alan Smith says, I never sail less than 7 days. Yeah, I to be honest, I don't really see the point. Here's another 6-night one. Whenever I've looked, you end up, it doesn't cost much more, really, to go on a 5, 6, 7-night cruise than it does to go on a 2-night one. And you get a whole lot more excitement. Turning out to be quite a lovely day for a change. Shipmate Spike said he's considered doing a 2-night cruise, but turns out to be very expensive for 38 hours on board. I totally agree. I think something like this, like the 6-night or the 5-night, might be a little bit more expensive, but cost per night probably much better value for money. Plus, you know, you'll go to a few more destinations than just France, don't you? Anyway, so that's a 6-night cruise in October up to Stavanger and Oslo. Overnights in Oslo. Oh, I've never been to Oslo by cruise ship. One for later in the month. Oh, look at all the people up on the top deck. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, Southampton BTS, thank you. So that's all received. The Central Solent Gearbox Carrier White Ivy is approaching South right middle. And no further traffic.
I think I may have spotted a flag.
St Helens and Nabbies, all received, thank you.
Looks like a flag to me. What flag is that? Oh, do you know what? Oh, why does it go out of focus just when I get to just when I get to the right spot? There we go. Let's go back again. Right, let's see. I'm pretty sure. I think I know what that one is. Yes, it's Hampshire flag. Excellent. I like a Hampshire flag. Don't see too many Hampshire flags, I've got to confess. I noticed the other day when I was in Essex, saw lots of Essex flags. Oh, looks like I've got the Foam Hand Brigade there as well. Those foam hands are excellent, aren't they?
BDS radar spray approaching north with that Lee. We'll slow down and wait for the liberty of the seas.
Oh, there's a whole load of them.
We'll
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Radar spray Southampton BGS, thank you for that. All received. And following her, the Independent Future, she's backing into the upper swinging ground, but she will be outbound.
All copied.
Liberty's actually going quite fast. She's going slightly faster than my slow speed on my camera, but not as fast as my next speed. Oh, that's better. I'm trouble keeping up. For some reason, the speed is slightly in between my two speed settings. Let's see if I can get this right, because by the time I've got to go past them, there are various different methods of controlling the cameras. None of them are particularly practical. Oh, that really is fast. I missed it again. Oh, come on, cameras. Let's see if we can do. See if we can get in closer. We'll get a better view, looking rather into the light at the moment. Yeah, Liberty of the Seas is rocketing along. Right, let's try again. There we go. Yep, the whole group of hands up there. I think that's our shipmate Smeg, I think that is. It's definitely party time up on deck. Oh, looks like Wally. Looks like I've spotted Wally as well. Well, who knew? Who knew that would be so easy to find Wally? Well, excellent waving there, shipmates. Great job. Hope you enjoy your 2 nights on Liberty of the Seas. I'll say in France, but it's only, you're not really, you're just in France for the day. You can see that little column there. Actually, I'll show you a picture of what those hot tubs look like. There's actually a hot tub, what looks like a UFO that's crashed into the side of the vessel there. It's actually a hot tub. Paul did send me over a picture of it. Let's see if I can find it and show you. Because I thought it was actually quite impressive. Yeah, so where that colourful part is, up towards the top of the vessel, is a hot tub. Let's have a look. Let's go. I'll show you on here. So that's what the hot tub looks like inside. So it sticks out the side of the vessel, so you can actually see sort of up and down the vessel and out over the side. I'm suspecting, however, it might be a little bit busier than just 2 people on there today. Although I have found when I've been on a ship, you can get into the hot tubs various different times of the day. You've got to be shrewd with your planning. Oh, disappointingly, I've just realised no horns. No horns from Liberty. That's not very good. She's normally a good honker, is Liberty. She normally, although saying that, she normally when she turns around, she spins around off of Mayflower Park, then normally gives us a good honk. It's very loud as well, Liberty, right up there with the really loud ships. Yeah, there you go. Boiler shipmate Carmen, many thanks for subscribing. So that's the hot tubs that stick out the side of the vessel. So if you're in the hot tub, I mean, I wouldn't be looking up blindly at the sky there. I'd be checking out up and down, see what's passing by.
BTS Red Jet 6 shortly departing Town Quay for Cows.
Red Jet 6, BTS, that's all received the new confirmed mission to Southampton to Cows with caution this afternoon for the outbound Liberty of the Seas, and if required, dot head tide gauge currently 2.35 on the riser.
That's all copied, thank you.
Here's another one from Paul. The Freedom of the Seas. I'm not familiar with the Freedom of the Seas, but it's a similar itinerary to today. Just Le Havre. 2 nights, or 3 nights on board actually. So that's a day at sea, Le Havre. A day at sea. Okay. Interesting. 3 nights on board. That's from £408 per person, or £449 for a balcony. Like I say, I think we've all decided that better value for money is a slightly longer cruise. But I suppose if time is critical for you, then perhaps a shorter trip is better. Paul, as Paul points out, the Freedom of the Seas is the sister ship, and also so is Independence of the Seas. I think we had Independence a while ago. I'm not sure we've ever seen Freedom of the Seas on the channel.
Alicante Cows, Southampton BTS, thank you, sir. Received once past the outbound White Ivy. No further traffic for you at this time.
Shipmate Steve W says hot tubs are rammed. We are just behind one deck below. Hot tubs are rammed. I can't say I'm surprised. Just the one departure this evening, shipmates, and often we have a single departure day. Actually, I should have a look. Did wonder if Captain Marty said he was going to race down Southampton water. Can't see him. No, I'm still undecided. Do you know what? I'm going to run another poll while there's a few shipmates in the chat here. See if I should do a live stream for tomorrow. Let's do that. Let's see. Start a poll. No, start a poll. There we go. Start a poll. Nice.
Southampton BTS, Eston.
Eston, BTS, good afternoon.
BTS, Eston, afternoon. Finished on the Talisman, heading round for the Glover Supreme sailing.
Eston, BTS, that's received, and we've cautioned the Red Osprey is slow steaming in for the outbound Liberty of the Seas. Looking ahead, Independent Future, swing nearly complete in the upper swinging ground, and she'll be outbound.
That's all received on the traffic, thank you.
There we go. Run a little poll. Shall I live stream tomorrow morning? We have 3 ships arriving and 1 departing at 7. There we go.
BTS, Liberty of the Seas, Western Shelf. Steve, thank you. And outbound traffic to you. Red Falcon is at the England. Liberty of the Seas, passenger vessel, Western Shelf out. And up in the docks, Independent Future, upper swinging grounds. Swing nearly complete, then she will be out.
BTS Talisman roll fast on 35, thank you.
Talisman BTS, thank you, so that's all received. Have a good afternoon.
Apparently Captain Marty's only just arrived on his boat, so I don't think he's going to be catching up Liberty of the Seas. He's passing Dockhead. Captain Marty will have to come down the Itchen River, and he's limited to 6 knots. So by the time he gets to Dockhead, I think Liberty of the Seas will be halfway down Southampton water. I will, actually, what I will do in the future is I will see if we can broadcast from Captain Marty's boat. I'll do a broadcast one day. We'll see if we can go down and stop in Southampton water and broadcast live. That'd be great. That means I can sit there and on Marty's Gin Palace, have a gin and tonic, and broadcast. Quick looking at this poll. That's disappointing results for this poll. No. Apparently, you like a live stream in the morning. Stuckers for punishments.
Yes, the Ferry, good afternoon. Let's finish with the Talisman, heading round to the Globis.
Ferry BTS, thank you, sir. So all received. And Ferry BTS outbound traffic. Red Jet 6 now left Town Quay. And container vessel Independent Future now outbound crossing 109 berth time.
Well, their shipmate Steve W is on board, says we are due into Le Havre tomorrow at 6 a.m. Apparently average speed of 9 knots with cloud and 15 degrees. 2 metre swells. 2 metre swells aren't too bad on a ship that size. Yes, I will take Wingman with me. I shall coordinate with Captain Marty.
BTS Liberty of the Seas, Western Southampton.
Liberty of the Seas, Southampton BTS, thank you, sir. That's all received.
You can watch in the comfort for your beds. Absolutely right, shipmate Andrea. Let's have a look. What time would that be?
Red Jet 7 Southampton BTS, that's all received. And in case you didn't hear last time, outbound traffic, Red Falcon passing SO, Liberty of the Seas, Northwest Netley out, clear channel. And looking ahead, the Independent Future container vessel now passing 108 berth outbound.
That's the Independent Future is the container ship that we heard earlier that was coordinating with Liberty to see which would get in, which would depart first. If I started broadcasting tomorrow in the morning, let's have a look. Well, the first arrival is 5:45. Oh no, hang on. It's 5:15 for Ventura. Oh, what time does it get light in the morning? It gets light at 4:51. Oh, that's annoying. It's even going to be light. I haven't got much excuse, have I? I will see. I will see how it goes. I might have to send. I'll see if Swifty's manning the cameras. Because if he is at that time in the morning, then that will help because it'll be interesting. So, what time? Probably need time to sort of get up, wake up, do a few things. Oh, maybe I'll. I don't know. I don't really want to be live at 5:15 in the morning. That is quite early. Maybe. Don't know. I'll see. I'll have a think about it this evening, and I'll set it up. I'll see how brave I feel this evening. I have done a live stream in the morning before. They're actually quite popular. I'm surprised how many shipmates are up in that time of the morning. One of my excellent spanners, Kerris, says not during spanner duties at 5 in the morning. I wouldn't expect you to, shipmate. Wouldn't expect you to. Okay, so I'm running a quick poll here. I've had 60 votes. 93% of you would like a live stream first thing in the morning. Okay, I'll do a live stream. I'll probably start around 5 o'clock, I suspect, so that we can get Ventura arriving. Where's Ventura going to? She is going to 106 berth. Okay, so she'll go past all the cameras. Then at 6:15 we have Iona, and she'll park at 46 berth, the ocean terminal. And then after that, 6th Side Princess will be following her. And, oh, she's going to 38, 39 berth, so we'll have a good view of her docking. Actually, we'll see the lines and everything come in. That'll be good. Then at 7 o'clock, we've got the Oceania Marina departing. Oh, that's the only problem this time of year when it's sunny. Well, a reflection of the water there. Oh, Swifty's in chat. It says no chance.
BTS, morning on Soka.
Okay, no chance from Swifty then.
Morning launch Joker, BTS.
Good evening, there's a morning on Soka, morning on Alexia, finished on 35, back to 25.
Morning launch Joker, BTS, thank you, so that's all received.
Thank you.
Well, in that case, then, I will probably start around about 5 in the morning to catch Ventura as she comes past. And then we'll move on to Iona, then Sky Princess, and then Oceania Marina departing at 7 in the morning. Very odd to have a 7 o'clock in the morning departure, so that'll be a bit different seeing them go at that early in the morning. There we go. So the water's looking very calm. Half expecting to see Captain Marty shooting down there. I noticed the water is a bit of an odd colour.
Red Eagle, BTS, thank you, so that's received. Outbound traffic view, Red Falcon. Approaching the hook, outbound, Liberty of the Sea.
Just down, you can see right on towards the bottom of the screen, that's pretty much where the river Itchin comes and flows out. Yeah, when we moved Captain Marty's boat early this morning, it was a very odd colour of the water. I think there might be some algal bloom in it or something. Okay, I will do an early morning live stream. I shall set that up later this evening. So I imagine I'll probably go live around about 5 o'clock. Shepherd Book says it won't be awake at GMT. Yeah, it's a bit. I'll be actually be 5 hours back in Texas, so it'll be midnight for you, possibly. No, not too bad. But then we will have 3 departures tomorrow evening, Saturday evening, and then just 2 departures on Sunday. But then bizarrely, 4 departures on Monday. Monday we have got the Aurora, the Mein Schiff 2, Majestic Princess and Ada Perla, but it's split into 2 sections. So we've got the Aurora departing at 4 o'clock Monday afternoon, the Majestic Princess departing at 4 o'clock Monday afternoon. Then at 8 o'clock we've got Mein Schiff 2 departing, and then at 8:30 we've got Ada Perla departing. So we'll have 2 at 4 and then a whole 4-hour gap. So we'll have a bit of a galley break. Which would be quite nice, actually. That's a really sensible galley break. Oh, there, Laura Bacon. Oh, there, James Dawson. Sorry, I seem to have been neglecting the chat today. Well, there's shipmate Karen Pritchard says, I always watch the ships in the morning, especially Iona, who I will be on in October 2027. Yes, apparently Captain Marty said just missed it. Yeah, I thought so. He was in Chichester, stuck in traffic, so I thought it was going to be touch and go. Some of the other ships are a little more lenient in their departure times. They tend to leave a little bit later, but Liberty of the Seas is definitely one of the ones that's a bit of a stickler for departing on time. There is that container ship that we heard earlier on the radio. She's on her way towards us. The Independent Future. Sounds like some sort of government policy, doesn't it? Independent Future. Okay, I should end the poll. Considering 91% of you want me to do a live stream in the morning, I shall do a live stream in the morning. Shipper Book says recommends a couple of shots of espresso. Luckily, I don't need espresso in the morning. I do enjoy an espresso martini, but I'm not having one of those at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Red Falcon, VTS, thank you, sir, received. And just the Alicante cows approaching South Right Middle in 4 cows, sir.
Received, thank you.
Shipmate Kernow Dreamer says that the captain will wish he hadn't asked that. Yeah, I do wish that, actually. Wish I'd kept my thoughts to myself.
Warship 7, Southampton, VTS, good evening.
Oh, Warship 7, where's she off to then?
Warship 7, VTS, thank you, so that's all received. We have an outbound bulk carrier, the White Ivy. She is at North Sturbridge, outbound.
Shipmate Randy Barnes, all the way over there in San Diego, says, "Oh, we've always been strict on our departures." Corporate, yes. Some of the ships are definitely more strict than others, I have to say. James Dawson loves how the 6 night's massively cheaper than the 5 night. Is it? Oh, yeah, so it is, yeah. How about that? So 5 nights. I guess that's June time, though, isn't it? So the weather might be better, whereas this is in October. Well, I quite like going away out of season. Ship will be a little bit quieter. The weather's not so good, but you know, the weather in England's pretty decent during the summer. I'd like to go away in the winter when you've been stuck indoors for ages and there's an excuse to go somewhere. And that looks like quite a good one. Stavanger, overnight in Oslo. A couple of days at sea, 6 nights, 583 per person. I'd love to ask Paul from Solent Ships Voyages to find me like the cheapest cruise he can. He must be able to find something very cheap for November or something. This one's on limited availability. I wonder if that's because it's not in the school holidays, is it? Don't know why it's limited availability. It's obviously a very popular one. Quite a large difference in cabin prices, though, isn't there, between an interior and a balcony? I'd be inclined to go interior.
VTS, Alison McGregor, good evening.
Alison McGregor, Southampton, VTS, very good evening.
We're at stations to depart high for the next 5 minutes. 15 POB, draft 1.2, docks probably up to Ocean Village, possibly a quick run down to the test board later on, but we'll let you know. And we'll be listening out on 12.
Alison McGregor, Southampton, VTS, thank you, sir, that's received. Inbound traffic, Red Jet 7 approaching the Hound. Outbound Independent Future container vessel. Shortly approaching Pier Head. Outbound, over.
Copy, many thanks, sir.
What's that then?
Independent Future, Southampton, VTS, thank you, sir, that's all received.
What's this little thing here?
Samolo, Southampton, VTS.
Oh, it's capsized. Oh, right. I couldn't work out what that was when it was zoomed out. It looks like a little capsized catamaran.
Samolo, VTS, thank you, sir, that's all received, and we'll speak to you later this evening.
Looks like they're on one of the holes. I'm going to try and pull it up.
Southampton VTS, bar gates, finished with the Independent Future, heading back to 37.
Bargate VTS, thank you, sir, that's all received. And shortly.
Oh, come on, a bit more, Paul. You almost had it.
Departure of the Globus Supreme from 38
Go on.
to 9.
That's it. Let the water off the sails. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, VTS Mercurius likewise finished on the Independent back to 44, 45.
Well done, shipmates.
Mercurius VTS, thank you, sir, that's all received.
Thank you.
Yes, if that was a bit earlier, that might have been Captain Marty, that big powerboat whizzing past. Yes, I'll see if we can live stream from Captain Marty's boat one day. We can just go and drop anchor in Southampton water somewhere. As long as it's not raining, we can do it from the flybridge. So people talk about the Scottish school holidays. So is that one for the Scottish school holidays? Is that why that's limited availability? You know when the Scottish school holidays are. Yeah, I'm assuming it was a Hobie cat as well, Spike. Yeah, they did a good job there. Took the time. Really good heave-ho.
Jet 7 VTS, thank you, Mum. That's all received. And with caution, Bargate's running back to 37, Mercurius back to 44, and outbound Independent Future. Yeah.
Copy for the traffic, thank you.
I've also, I'm not sure if you've necessarily seen it. Not sure if I can get to it easily. How do I get to it? Oh, I think I can get to it this way. Just popped I went on my boat pub crawl a couple of weeks ago, and I'll be doing some extra filming for that this weekend because the weather's good. But I did have to experiment with some prop testing, so I made a little film about that. If you're interested and wouldn't mind watching that for a little bit, giving a thumbs up and a like and all that sort of jazz. It was quite interesting to try the different engines. Even though I couldn't use the electric outboard because of its limited range, I really enjoyed using it. It's very quiet. I think I might have to go for a little jaunt up and down the Hamble again, just on the electric power. It's beautifully quiet and smooth. There's no smells, no noises, no vibrations. Well, the shipmate Donna, the Lincolnshire lass. Shipmate Randy Barnes says, what's the temperature of the water? Ah, good question, shipmate. Yeah, don't know. I would guess probably somewhere in the region of 12 degrees. It's a little bit... It's not actually that bad, but it's a little bit chilly this time of year. Oh, actually a bit warmer than I was expecting. 15 centigrade. That's the current water temperature here. So in fact it's not bad considering the air temperature is 19.3, so it's actually quite warm. Certainly when I was out on my boat crawl, the water was no issue whatsoever. You walk in and out of it, quite pleasant. Well, the shipmate's Spike says electric's so easy. Oh, I do enjoy the electric. It's just the lack of range. I mean, you could put a load of batteries on board and increase your range, but what you can actually do, which I've seen people do, I don't know, I'm sort of tempted to see how far I can go with it, is you can put a canopy on the tipsy tender, and then you can put solar panels on top of the canopy, and that will generate a couple of 100 watts, which means that you could probably keep up a speed of around 3.5 knots all day. Southampton water's looking fairly decent out there actually at the moment. Although I've noticed the Solent is looking a bit choppy. Just about to see Liberty of the Seas there in the distance. Oh, where's I was looking for the container ship. It seems to have gone.
Yeah, VTS, White Ivy, that's the fort outbound. We'll be disembarking at St Helens and the vessel will be proceeding to Lab Anchorage 1, going west of the tower.
White Ivy, Southampton BTS, thank you. That's all received. The warship HMS 7 is in vicinity of Navy's Buoy in Fort Portsmouth, and the warship Dauntless west of Nab Tower, slow steaming outbound. No further traffic west of the Nab.
Copy, thank you.
Yeah, I can buy a couple of solar panels for the electric outboard, and I think it's something like 160.
VTS, ONE reinforcement.
ONE reinforcement, Southampton BTS.
Yeah, it's something like 160, 180 watts. That's the maximum that you can charge the batteries at. That's the restriction
ONE
now.
reinforcement, Southampton BTS, thank you. So that's received. Have a good evening.
Although if I was to build a sort of hybrid system, you probably could get a decent number of panels on and possibly generate enough to really get going. Shipmate Randy's off to the beach every Monday. Reckons it's in the 60s in the ocean now, so it's similar temperature then, isn't it, really? A bit warmer. Yeah, we're sort of 59 degrees Fahrenheit here, so you're a little bit warm with your water temperature, but not massively different. It's not uncomfortable. Not like in the springtime. I went sea swimming with some friends in February. Bit of a mistake. They invited me along to some sea swimming in Cowshot, and they were all dressed up with hats and gloves and socks, shoes and wetsuits and things, and I just had my swimmers on. Well, it was refreshing. It's very clear, isn't it now? I think the wind must have died down a bit, I think. Let's have a quick look at the weather. The wind, well, it's still a bit gusty, around 15 knots. It's coming from the west now. It's not really affecting Netley Cam. Visibility is 31 nautical miles. No rain at the moment for a change. And 19.2 centigrade with 83% humidity. It does feel a bit humid out there. Shipmate Randy's on patrol. He's in Starbucks. Starbucks in San Diego. I wonder whereabouts he is. I wonder if he's in... I don't know San Diego very well. La Jolla. That's pretty much what I know. La Jolla and Balbona. And then Coronado Island. That's about it, really. Just the touristy bits. Get to see the pretty colourful beach huts down there.
BTS to Glovis Supreme. Good afternoon.
Glovis Supreme, Southampton BTS, good afternoon.
We're Starboard 2389, just starting to get the ramp up now. It's about another 20 minutes, 30 minutes before we're ready to break away. The draft is 8.5 metres. The ship is bound for Bremerhaven, and we have 24 people on board.
Glovis Supreme, Southampton BTS, thank you. That's received, and call again when you want to break away for permission to depart.
Shipmate Randy says everyone's watching in Starbucks. Oh, Shipmate Shepherd Books played around at golf at La Jolla. Although I do remember naively when I first saw the place, I did call it La Jolla. I always forget that there's a heavy Spanish influence in some of the names in the States. I'm always thinking they might be pronounced in a French way. Particularly the J's. So there was a park near where I lived in Seattle called Juanita Park, but I called it Janita. Get some funny looks from the locals. Yeah, quite a few beach huts along there in Cowshot. Not the most expensive of the world, not like the ones in Milford-on-Sea. No, they are super expensive. Shipmate James Dawson says, she's surprised Starbucks in Town Quay don't have a live stream. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. They should do, shouldn't they? They should be supporting a local live stream. It's a little tricky to see the Isle of Wight. It's a little bit hazy that way, but bright and sunny here in between.
VTS, the Liberty of the Seas, the hook out, main chance of the east. Liberty of the Seas, Southampton VTS, thank you, so that's all received.
VTS,
Independent Future VTS, thank you, so that's all received.
Shipmate Brandy, he's in the place I like to call Enchiladas. That's not how you say it. Yes, I think that's slightly north of San Diego, if I remember. It's been a while. Yes, Cowshot's very clear today. That water's looking a bit choppy though, isn't it? It is a vague idea that if I want to extend my pub crawl by boat, I might include a destination on the Isle of Wight. Would involve crossing the Solent though. Shipmate James Dawson was checking out the cameras earlier. Apparently some of the web cameras were clear, but the Needles one when the weather was so bad. Yeah, we had it the other day when the ships were parting.
Check to the highway, Southampton VTS.
Superbly clear on some of them and then really bad in between. You could really see the cloud of rain heading down Southampton Water.
Good afternoon, that's all received, thank you. We'll be boarding you 2 miles southeast of the NAB Tower, 1830, number 1. And the Detello M ahead of you will be boarding 1845, number 2.
You can see the decent amount of tide ripping through the Solent there. It's causing the markers to lean over. Yeah, Ensenada is just north of San Diego. I'm pretty sure it's north.
White IB to Southampton VTS.
Oh, looks like
good evening again, sir. Just to let you know, Captain's intentions have changed for his departure. He's going to go over the new grounds after St Helens Buoy. So he's going over the new grounds, passing west of the tower down to Nab Anchorage number 1.
Good evening, that's all received. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't know if you can see, but just underneath.
VTS Eston just left our station, Outfitted Glovis.
Just underneath where it says Liberty, you can see some people walking. Now, it looks like they're walking on water. There's a couple of little black marks there. That's sort of Cowshot Spit, and you can just about see that little yellow streak. It's actually very shallow to the left of the camera, but there's actually a little tiny spit, and it goes quite a long way out. And if you're in any sort of size of vessel, where there's a couple of meters draft or a meter's draft, you have to be really careful because it extends a long way out. If you're in a small vessel, it's fine. Anything sizable, you have to keep well away. In fact, it takes quite a while before you get to the channel marker. Yeah, it's disappointing there's no haulage from Liberty today.
Received, thank you. Stand by, please, sir. Stand by.
So it's still, that spit is still there in the water. It's getting deeper and deeper.
Yes, I believe there's no ready berth available. You may anchor at the NAB anchorage. Stand by, sir. I'll call you back.
Yeah, so it's still just about to see a little patch of yellow in the water. That's still the cowshot spit all the way out. Let's have a look, see if I can show. If I get some, I think I can show you somehow. Yeah, not easily. I was hoping I could find. Shipmate Expert Carrier says, any chance of getting Paul for tomorrow's evening stream? Not the morning one. Well, I could ask him. Maybe he'll do the morning one.
MSC Mia Summer 2, Southampton VTS.
I'll see. I shall ask him. Paul from Solent Ships Voyages, are you in the chat?
Yes, anchorage number 6 is available. NAB anchorage number.
I feel like I'm having a seance. We will be starting. What time are we starting tomorrow? Starting tomorrow in the evening at 5 o'clock. It's actually quite sensible tomorrow. No, 4 o'clock. 1 at 4 and 2 at 5. So it's actually pretty good. No, he's washing his hair at 5 a.m. But how about 4 o'clock? We got 1 at 4 tomorrow, Paul, and 2 at 5. So it should be fairly dense, not too spread apart. Shipmate Shepherd said drove on 101 when I had the time and I-5 when I didn't. I-5, the great car park of LA. Liberty of the Seas is just starting a turn round cowshot spits.
MSC Mia Summer 2, Southampton VTS. Thank you very much. If you can listen on this channel at all times, please, and call again before you go to anchor. Traffic information, one vessel outbound, the White Ivy, is heading to anchorage number 1. White Ivy, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, so I was just looking at the map to see if I could bring up something that would show you where the actual marker is for cowshot spit. I think it's just to the right. Yeah, there it is. There's a big one. So that is the cowshot spit marker. Used to be a lifeboat.
White Ivy, Southampton VTS.
Sorry, not a lifeboat. A light boat. A lighthouse boat. So that's the cowshot marker, that big red. It's a little different shape. It's much larger. So that's how... Doesn't extend all the way out there, obviously, but it does extend quite a long way out there. It's just terribly attractive to try and shortcut that corner, but not the thing to be done.
Yeah, correction. MSC Mia Summer 2. MSC Mia Summer 2 for anchorage number 6.
Mia Summer 2, thank you.
Oh no, Shipmate Shepherd Book's talking about the 405 now. Don't really want to be near the 405 either. That's just as bad.
VTS, ready to go, hopefully.
Attila M, Southampton VTS, traffic information. The Hexa Highway to the southeast of you will be boarding number 10830. If you can follow the ship in, we will board you number 2. A correction, 1830 for the Hexa Highway, and we're boarding you number 2. 1845. Over. They're ready, Eagle VTS, hook buoy in, thank you. Traffic information, the vessel on 38 berth will be due away shortly, the Globus Supreme.
Yes, proceed, thank you.
VDS, Red Osprey, shortly departing Royal Video Cows, copy the Glow Supreme.
Red Osprey VTS will receive, thank you, permission to depart, break, Red Jet, calling VTS, call again please.
Yes, I do like Highway 101. Highway 101's fantastic. I've driven all the way from, I think it's the start of Highway 101 up in Washington State, all the way down through Oregon, Northern California, all the way down the PCH part, which has some that's very pretty indeed. To be honest, I think some of the prettiest I thought was up in Oregon coastline, southern Washington State, Northern California and Oregon. There's absolutely stunning pictures. Often on your computer, if you've got a Windows computer, there'll be a pretty backdrop, and it's a beach and someone running on it and an island in the middle. And I think that's one in Northern California or Oregon. There you go. There's the Independent Future with the Independent Liberty of the Seas on the other side of Cashot Spit. Yeah, that's great. Great bit of road, Highway 101. Very enjoyable. Where did I stop off? I stopped off at quite a few destinations when I was on there. Started off in Washington State. So I went to the Tillamook Cheese Factory, which was massive. I had a little restaurant at the Tillamook Cheese Factory. And where else? There's the Rogue River Brewery, which I think is in Oregon State somewhere. I can't remember where else I stopped off at. I went through the redwoods, drove the car through a redwood tree. I seem to remember you had to pay a toll to drive through. It's like a tourist attraction. You have to pay a fee to drive through the redwood tree. But rather amusingly, the rest of the site, I think if I remember correctly, the ticket booth was also the stump of a redwood tree, and so were the toilets. That's just how big the redwood trees are. Enormous. There's a road. There's a road off the 101 called, I think, called it's Valley of the Giants, where all the redwood trees are. Absolutely stunning to drive down. You really feel very small. I hired a convertible car so you could look up and really appreciate the trees. They also smell as well. You can really feel the damp and the humidity when you go into those areas. Yep, looking a little choppy out there in the sun. Not many pleasure craft around. You would have thought there would have been a few more pleasure craft around this evening. Just had the Southampton patrol out in front. Shipmate Tosh says looks choppy. Yeah, it does look a bit choppy. You can see a few white caps out there. I mean, Liberty of the Seas is obviously making no effort at all. But if you're in a small sailing vessel, you'll be very much bobbing around, one would suspect. Shipmate Thomas D says, what fuel do they use? Good question, Shipmate. Good question. They have a variety of fuels. I think that in Liberty of the Seas, I can't confirm either way, but it's an older ship, so I imagine she just runs on heavy fuel oil. Some of the newer ships, like the P&O's Arvia and Iona, and some of the other lines, the newer ships, they run on LNG, liquid nitrified gas. Norwegian Aqua does as well, for instance. We were travelling over to Boston on Norwegian Aqua. She was diverted to New York, and so she was going to be travelling for it was 10 days on board to get to New York rather than the 7 nights that it should have been. And remember, there was a question and answer session with the captain and the crew. And one of the questions that was asked was, is there enough fuel on board to get to New York? And the captain said yes, in his rather dry Norwegian humour. He said yes, there's no problem. There was enough fuel to get from Southampton to New York, back to Southampton, back to New York, and then halfway back to Southampton. So there was plenty of fuel on board. I don't know if what the range of an LNG ship is compared to a conventional heavy oil ship. I don't know, actually. I would think, yeah, I would almost think the LNG ships have a better range, but I don't know. Probably they have a better range because it's not so easy to find the fuel for an LNG ship. You have to have a specialised bunkering vessel to fill you up, whereas pretty much every port is going to have a bunkering vessel with heavy fuel oil. And maybe they're building a better range. Well, the shipmate Chris asking when Iona is due in. She is due in tomorrow. In fact, she's due in at 6:30 tomorrow morning, which I will be live streaming because I rather stupidly agreed to it. 6:15. That's Spike got the right information there. Shipmate Randy, yes, he likes the huge redwoods. Yeah, they are very impressive. I think they've all got names as well. The really big ones have got names. I think the biggest one's called Sherman or something like that. But they actually, the real big ones, they keep their locations secret so that you can't find them. It's probably not too difficult to find them, but they don't publicise them. They don't want lots of people going there. Oh, is it in Grants Pass? Oh, I think it is. It's on the Rogue Brewery. Yeah, I think it might be Grants Pass. That rings a bell. Have a look, Rogue Brewery. It's on the Rogue River, I think. It is in Oregon, so I've got that bit right. Yeah, where are they based? Yeah, I'm not sure where they're based. Might be Grants Pass. It sounds familiar. Well, it's certainly looking bright and sunny in the Solent for the departure of Liberty of the Seas. Well, I shall be back tomorrow morning at a crazily stupid time. For some reason, the captain has agreed to an early morning broadcast. Well, that's because Liberty of the Oceania Marina is departing. You can see those swimming pools or hot tubs hanging over the side of the vessel there. So in case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting you live and direct from the port of Southampton. I think that's an hour and 15 minutes into the broadcast. At least I remember today. I think it was yesterday or the day before somewhere. I've actually forgot. I think it's the first time I've actually forgotten to put up my banner. Pretty sure that's only one forget. So not too bad after all these years. So we shall be live early in the morning for the 3 arrivals and then the 1 departure, the Oceania Marina, at 7 o'clock in the morning.
PM divers, Southampton, yes.
So, hope you've enjoyed that one, shipmates.
Yes, sir, you're clear to proceed.
And I shall carry on following Independence Liberty of the Seas for a bit, and I shall see you all tomorrow morning. Just like to thank you all, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And also, if you haven't seen my little film on propeller testing, it's pinned in the chat there. If you are subscribed, many thanks. And if you are a supporter, a PayPal donor, or a patron of the channel, or a member of the channel, many thanks for your continued support. And of course, many thanks for the Blue Spanner crew who look after this chat and all the other chats, but perhaps not looking after the chat in a 5 o'clock live stream tomorrow morning. So until next time, shipmates.
Okay.
All received, thank you. Security, all stations, this is Southampton BTS. Diving operations taking place at berth 104. Diving operations taking place at berth 104. All vessels requested to pass with a wide berth and minimum wash. Southampton BTS out.
VTS, the Globus Supreme will break away shortly from 38.9. We're going to back south of Dockhead to swing, and we are...
Globus Supreme, Southampton BTS will receive, thank you. No immediate traffic, just the ferries.
Sim navigate.
BTS Roger 6 approaching northwest Netley and pushes continue with caution for the car.
Roger 6 BTS, please.
Thank you.